Hello, I'm Saul David, the author of Crucible of Hell, Okinawa, the last great battle of the Second World War, and I should have been at the festival this autumn talking about the book in person. Sadly, COVID's intervened, but I did just want to say one or two things about the book. The story of the Battle of Okinawa begins in April 1945. In fact, on the 1st of April, April Fool's Day, when about 180,000 American servicemen begin their landing on the island, and it ends 3 months later with the capture of the island. But in between, an awful lot has happened. Why, in fact, do they even choose Okinawa? Well, the reason is that Okinawa is the most southerly of Japan's prefectures, or was in 1945. And it was seen by the Allies as the last stepping stone before the invasion of Japan proper. We have to remember, with the benefit of hindsight, that nobody at the time, that is the key decision makers among the Allies, knew that the war was going to end in the summer of 1945. In fact, they assumed it would take probably at least a year longer, with a two-pronged invasion of the Japanese home island. So Okinawa was just a stepping stone to get there. But the reason Okinawa is really important is, one, it was a horrific battle in its own right. 12,500 US servicemen lost their lives, the worst casualties of the Second World War. More than 100,000 Japanese servicemen, and horrifically, or most horrifically of all, 125,000 Okinawan civilians. But the real significance of the battle is the fact that it prompted President Truman, to use atomic weapons. Why was that so? Because the assumption was, if the fighting was that horrific for an island that wasn't even Japan proper, what was it going to be like, and how many casualties would be taken when we reach Okinawa proper? It's a battle that plumbs the depths of depravity, but also shows great heroism. I try and tell the story from all perspectives, from the American perspective, the Okinawan perspective, and the Japanese perspective. Fortunately, I've had some very nice reviews, some very nice things being said about it so far, and it seems to be selling well. But please, 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 if you would like to read it, get yourself a copy. Thank you very much.